Hello, boys and girls. Guess what time it is? It's Eureka time. Today is December 15th, 2020, and our goal is to get a 90% or higher on our end of module. Today, we're going to be doing a lesson that you do not have in your books, but that we feel it's very important that you all learn for your end of module. And it's also your objective is that you can compare and order 3 lengths while using a direct comparison. So let's go ahead and read our key points. Our key points. What do we need to know to be successful? Well, you still need to know what shorter and longer is. And like again, when we compare these two pencils, the pencil at the top is shorter than the pencil at the bottom. And the pencil at the bottom is longer, as you can see, than the pencil at the top. Endpoints. It's when you align the endpoints so that both objects start at the same place. Just like this line is our endpoint right here, and so that we check that both pencils start at the same place so that we can give an accurate measurement. Length. It's how long an object is, and here the pencil is 10 centimeter cubes long in length. How are we going to be successful? Well, first we're going to draw a path. 2, we're going to read the first clue and label where the object is on the path. 3, we're going to read the second clue and label where the object is on the path. And then finally, we're just going to compare the objects. For this lesson, since it is not in your book, you also do not have a problem set and an exit ticket for it. We will be working through Pear Deck after when the live session starts. So for right now, make sure you just have your whiteboard or a or a paper ready so that you are able to practice along. But remember, for the first problem, Ms. Gomez is going to model. So for the first problem, all I need you to do is be able to hear very well and listen so that when you practice, we're not lost. Ready? Here's our first problem. We're listening. It says Mr. Smith has a hose. So he has a hose that he wants to use to compare how far his tree is and his flowers from his chair. So this is his backyard, right? And he has a chair there. And he wants to use his hose as a measurement object, right? He wants to use the hose to see if the tree or the flowers are closer to his chair. So first, what we're going to do is go ahead and draw a box or you don't have to draw a box on your whiteboard. Because it should be in form of a rectangle already. So pretend that is the box. If you have a paper, you can also pretend that is the box, the whole paper. Go ahead and draw a chair right in the middle, just like this. Or try your best. Or you can also use a math drawing, like Ms. Gomez said, and draw a circle and then just put C for chair. So you know that's your chair. Ready? Go ahead and pause the video. And when you're ready, press play. Okay, so now we're going to do it together. First, we must draw a path or a line, right? What we want to call it, if you want to call it a line or a path. So I'm just going to draw any path. And I'm going to draw it like this. Everybody draw it. Ready? Key point 2 says, read the first clue and label where the object is on our path. So I'm going to read the first clue. This is our first clue. You don't have to write the clue. Just remember to listen. It says, the hose is a lot longer than the tree to the chair. So again, the hose is a lot longer. So this path that we drew is our hose. Pretend this is the water hose. But right here it's saying that the hose is still a lot longer than the tree to the chair. So then that means that the hose is longer than the tree. So would I be able to place my tree is over here? No. The answer is no, because it's saying that my hose is longer than the path from the tree to the chair. So we're going to place the tree about right here. You can even draw a little tree to know that it's right there. Go ahead and do this. And the reason we drew it here, it's because if this is our hose, our tree's path the hose was a lot longer than our tree's path to the chair. So our tree cannot be above the hose. Ready? Key point 3 says read the second clue and label where the object is on the path. So this is our second clue right here. The hose is a lot shorter than the flowers to the chair. So now it's saying if this is our hose, that it's shorter than where the flowers are at. So can we draw our flowers down here? Get ready. No, we cannot, because remember, it says that the hose is a lot shorter. And if we draw the flowers down here, the hose would be longer than the flowers path to the chair. So our flowers need to go way up here. I'm going to draw as best as I can. It's hard to draw here, but go ahead and draw a flower and put an F for flower. They need to be way above because the hose was shorter than the path. Finally, it says, which is shorter to the chair, the tree or the flowers? Draw a picture to show how you know. Well, we already took care of that and we drew a picture. Now we just have to answer the question. Which is shorter to the chair? This is where we compare the objects. We're going to compare the tree to the flower's path. And we have to fill in our sentence. The blank is closer to the chair. I don't know why I have a C here. Sorry about that. So, what is closer to the chair? Look at your drawing. Get ready. Yes, the tree. So you would circle the tree in your picture and you can write a statement saying the tree is closer to the chair. You don't have to write your statement right now, but make sure that when we do it on Pear Deck or when we are working it out on our end of module, you need to make sure that even though you draw the picture, you circle which one's closer, and you also write a statement saying the tree is closer to the chair or where the question is asking you. Ready for another one? Let's do this. You can erase your whiteboards. Go ahead and draw a bed in the middle of your whiteboards, or you can draw a circle and put a B for bed. Press pause and press play when ready to start. So I'm going to read the problem. It says, Ben wants to figure out which is closer to his bedroom, the kitchen or the living room. He's going to use a piece of string to compare the path from his bedroom to the kitchen and the path from his bedroom to the living room. So first, key point, remember, we have to draw a path or a line. So let's go ahead and just draw a line. Just like that. Everybody draw. Now, we have to read the first clue and label. And our first clue is here. The string is a lot longer than the path to the kitchen. So this is our string, right? The line that we drew. And it's saying that this is longer than the path to the kitchen. So if I would put my kitchen up here, would the string be longer? Get ready. No, it would not be, because look, if I put my kitchen up here, my string is down here. So it has to be longer than the path to the kitchen. So we need to place the kitchen somewhere here, like right here. Put a K for kitchen. And I don't know if you want to draw a little stove. Can hardly tell, right? But so here, as you would see, the string would be a lot longer than the path to the kitchen, because it's still going past the kitchen. Now, next key point says, read the second clue and label on the map, on the path. So it says the string is shorter than the path to the living room. So now, the string is shorter. So we have to pass the string to show where the living room is at, because it says that the string is shorter than where the living room is at. So we can go ahead and draw our living room up here. Go ahead and put an L for living room. And you could just draw a little couch. Or you could just leave the L for living room. And you see how now the string is shorter than the path to the living room because it doesn't reach, so it's shorter. So now it says, which is closer to Ben's bedroom, the kitchen or the living room? This is where we have to finally just compare the objects. So which is closer, boys and girls, to the bedroom? The kitchen or the living room? Get ready. Yes, the kitchen is closer. Oh, I put it right there. So the kitchen is closer to Ben's bedroom. Here's where you would write your statement, right? And I would put kitchen. Just got in the middle of my drawings. So the kitchen is closer. Just make sure you circle the K for kitchen for right now, right? And then we just practice writing our sentence. The kitchen is closer to Ben's bedroom. Last one to practice. Ready? Go ahead and erase your whiteboards and go ahead and draw 3 little girls in a desk or in a table. This is the classroom right here so that you can see. This is Amira's classroom. Try your best. If not, you can also remember always just draw a circle and put A for Amira. Press pause and press play when ready to start. So the problem says Amira wants to figure out which is closer to her classroom, the lunchroom or the computer lab. She uses a piece of string to compare the path from her classroom to the lunchroom and the path from her classroom to the computer lab. So first, we're going to draw a path, or if you want to call it a line. This is going to be our string. Go ahead and draw. Then we're going to read the first clue and label on our map, on our path. The string is shorter than the path to the lunchroom. So right here, it's telling us that the string is shorter. So this string right here has to be shorter than the path to the lunchroom. So that means that our lunchroom cannot be down here because then the string would be longer. That means that the lunchroom would have to be up here. We could put an L for lunchroom and we could put a table or just an L. Oh, it's kind of hard, right? But L, that way the string is shorter than the path to the lunchroom. And you see how it's shorter, it doesn't even reach over there. Now let's read our second clue. The string is longer than the path to the computer lab. Sorry for my crooked lines. So the string is longer. So if we have our string right here, this string has to be longer than the path to the computer lab. So my computer lab cannot be up here because then the string would be shorter. We need to make sure that it's somewhere down here. We could put a C for computer and then just draw a little computer. Just like that. And then finally, we're going to compare objects. We're going to read the question and it says, which is closer to Amira's classroom, the lunchroom or the computer lab? We'll look at your drawing. Which one's closer? Get ready. Yes, the computer lab. So you would circle the C for computer lab. And when you write a statement or type in a statement, you would put the computer. Sorry, guys. It's really hard to write on this. Computer. And it's not even going to fit. The computer lab is closer to Amira's classroom. And that's it. This is how we would be answering this type of question. Make sure that you log in at 1 and you are ready to log into Pear Deck so that we can continue practicing these problems through Pear Deck. See you in our live session.